actually like talk about stuff.
Okay, we're recording.
Yeah. Hi. Okay. I have a list of stuff that I know that some people are wondering about. So we'll just go down the list and chime in as we go. So the first thing is choosing what program you're going to. The video yesterday. Was it yesterday that it was Beachbody On Demand video?
Yes.
Talking about Beachbody On Demand, how to go around in there, how to see all the different programs. And I know that it's super overwhelming to go in there and be like, holy flippin' crap, there's 87,000 programs. Like, which one am I supposed to do? I'm overwhelmed, even just picking a program. So, number one, the first thing I want to say is don't stress out about it too much, because you have access to Beachbody On Demand for a full year. So basically glance over the programs, whichever one looks like you, like, oh, I could do this. Maybe it's the right amount of time that you have in a day. Maybe it's the style of workout that maybe you like. Just go with it, commit to the calendar, and do it. And then most of the programs, I think the longest program that we have is like P90X, it's 90 days, or uh, 80-day obsession, 80 days. Other than that, most of the programs are like 21 to 30 days, maybe 60 days. And then once you've done a full program, you've got all this confidence to lead you into whatever the next program is that you want to do. So, like, oh, I can't decide between these two programs. I want to do them both. Pick one, do it full out the best you can. And as soon as you're done with that one, move right into the next one. You know what I'm saying? So I know for me, my very, very first Beachbody program that I ever started with was 21 Day Fix. A lot of people, I feel like, start with 21 Day Fix around my time. And the thing I like about 21 Day Fix is the modifier, so that anyone can do it. It doesn't matter what fitness level you're at. Anyone can succeed in the program. And I also really liked that it was only 21 days long. That seemed really doable. And it was only 30 minutes a day. And I was like, hey, 30 minutes a day for 21 days. I can commit to that. So I chose that one first. And then a lot of people will move from 21 Day Fix into 21 Day Fix Extreme, which is just what it sounds like. It's basically a similar program, but more challenging. So that was what I started with. Since then, I've done a ton of other programs, buttloads of programs. Like, we've done 80-day obsession, size, core to force, 22-minute hardcore. Right now I'm doing shift shop. What else? I don't know. Yes, you talk for
25, PIO, Insanity Max 30, and all the ones that you said.
if you were gonna give someone advice for what programs would be good ones to start off with, which ones come to your mind first? Because I automatically think of things like 21 Day Fix or
Yeah, that's usually like, so for me, I think I always try to get people to start that because it's easier to start something for 21 days. It's just something about like this 3-week process, like I can do this. Because when I've had people try to start longer, it just seems so daunting to them. And 21 days you can do it. And so when I started, I did like 7 or 8 rounds of 21 Day Fix because I like could do it. Like I could finish a round and finish, and like I saw the finished product. Then once I was comfortable, that's when I started moving into longer ones. So I always recommend like a 21 day program. So 21 Day Fix or Shift Shop or 21 Day Fix Extreme or there's not anything else that's 21 days, right?
only like 3-week yoga retreat.
Mm-hmm.
And the only time that I would recommend that is some true beginner,
Yeah.
and need like zero impact.
Yeah. Yeah.
And can really only do yoga. You know
Or
what I
even
mean?
like Country Heat, that one's 30 days, so that one's not too bad. But a lot of them are 8 weeks or 6 weeks or longer. So yeah,
And want you to pick one and go to program materials and look at the workout calendar, figure out what workout to do on which days, and really commit to it. We don't really want you, especially for this challenge, one of the requirements is to commit to a program and do log at least 5 workouts per week in the app. And so we don't want to see like, today I did country heat, tomorrow I did a size workout, the next day I did 21 day fix, the next day. We don't want you hopping around right now. We want you to pick one program and commit to it and stick with it, because that's where you're going to see serious results from start to finish, and it's going to build your confidence. And when you bounce around, you don't typically commit as hardcore as you with just starting one. Address one thing really quickly for my girl, Lori Dewey, not on live right now, but she'll watch it later. She was asking me about what programs we have that are shorter and lower impact, and something that she could add to what she's already doing, because she already does like physical therapy. She had some injuries coming off, and so she's already doing some exercises and doesn't want something that's going to take a long time. So she was saying like she was looking at like 10-minute trainer with Tony. Have you ever done 10-minute trainer, Jess? I tried it once and I was like, dude, this is hard.
I've done, yeah, and I did, Joel has some, like the Joel exclusive. I think it was like a 15-minute something. I'm trying to remember. She wants low impact, is that what you said? What about you too? Everyone thought that was silly, and that was like my favorite, like last month of pregnancy one, like because it was awesome.
UV2 is a program that came out a year ago in May.
Yeah.
And it's very dancey. It's kind of Zumba-ish, but it's only 30-minute workouts, and it's very dancey, and it's very lighthearted and fun. And the trainer, Leandro, he is people like he's annoying, crazy, and I just think he's hysterical. And his accent is hysterical. He's like, now we're going to be sexy bunnies. Everyone's going to be
no way.
Like, it is
so
funny. It's so funny. So that might be a good one. Lori, me and you will talk more, and we'll figure out something that you can commit to along with all the other things that you're still doing. We'll figure it out.
Grab your blanket and fell down, please.
Okay. Eating plans, containers, food lists, how to meal plan. Food. Jess, you want to talk about food stuff?
What so what are you guys, as far as meal plan, are you guys doing containers, or are you doing To Be Mindset?
I am going to do the To Be Mindset because I think it's a little easier for my current life. But I think for starting, it's been good to do 21 or do the containers also.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah.
did you buy To Be Mindset?
I did. Mm-hmm. I bought it. I bought it when it first came out.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. I did not know that you had To Be Mindset. That's awesome.
Yeah. I bought it when it first came out, but that was like when I changed jobs and everything kind of went wild. So
have you watched all of the To Be Mindset videos?
I think so, but I think I need to rewatch them because it's been several weeks/months. Like I want to say I started watching them like in June or July. Is that right? So I probably have not looked at them, and then started rewatching them maybe last month. Anyway, but I've not like recently watched anything.
I would totally go back and watch them again. For anybody who's watching this and doesn't know what we're talking about, so up until recently, up until May, most Beachbody programs have used some form of the Portion Fix colored containers, where they give you a split, all the fruits, of all the proteins, of all the healthy fats, of all the carbs. And then they tell you an allotment of how many you get of each food per day. And then you use little colored portion control containers to figure out what you're going to eat every day. And most Beachbody programs use that and still use that. And then in May, they just barely released a brand new nutrition program called 2B Mindset. It is a separate purchase that you have to buy separately from and it's very different than the container system. It's a lot more, I don't know how to describe
Is it
it.
more structured?
Different.
Like the portion control containers are structured for people that literally need to know this is what I'm going to eat at this meal. This is like very, very specifics. This is what I'm allowed. And 2B Mindset is just more like, oh, I'm on the fly. And that's what I love about 2B Mindset, because I feel like
Right, which the structure had its advantages though, like for starting, because then you just knew exactly what you're going to do, which was nice also, you know?
For sure.
Like I'm going to have this many purples or this many whatever. So
Yeah.
I think there's pros and cons to both, but I'm going to try the 2B Mindset for this one.
Yeah. And here's the thing about that I learned about 2B Mindset. I personally, when I tried it, I was so excited about it because in my mind I was like, freedom, yeah, like I don't have to measure anything with containers. I can just like eyeball my plate. And you know, and nothing's off limits. There's no bad foods. If I want treats, I can have them, blah blah blah. And I thought too much in my head about it, and then I wasn't taking it seriously enough.
Right.
And I didn't get good results because I didn't take it seriously.
I can totally see that.
If you follow 2B Mindset the way it's written, you will get good results. But me personally, in my mind, I just did not 100% commit to it. And now that I'm back on containers doing the Shift Shop meal plan, I am like 1,000% committed. Like I feel like the structure, getting back more structured was what I did to be able to take it seriously and get good results with it. But whatever you do, 2B Mindset or containers, either way, go all in, balls to the wall, commit to it. Read through the nutrition plan, read through the food lists if you're doing containers. You know, just read as much as you can, figure it all out, and then keep things really, really simple. Like stressed out about, oh my gosh, this is the way to eat. Just like in the beginning, look at, okay, how many, you know, I'm going to take containers, for example, because that's what I'm doing. I get 4 green containers, which are veggies. I get 3 purples, fruits. I get 2 carbs, right? And then I look at the here, this, and I throw together a shopping list and I go buy those foods and I have them in my house, and then that's what I eat. So I'm not making big fancy new meals with big like intense recipes, and I just keep it super monkey simple, and that saves a lot of time and like doesn't stress me out as bad. So
yeah. And I honestly, I do citrus pear, so I don't cook it. Have you guys heard of citrus pear?
No.
Like the mail order stuff, or
Well,
awesome.
So you go like, so you pay.
Oh, is it at Lynn's?
Yeah, like they have it at Lynn's or like Macy's up here, and like you pay. So for us, for a family of 3 to 4, it's like $200, and you get 20 meals, so 10, and then 2 of each. So you just go there. They have all the meat like cut.
Oh, it froze.
And then you literally just throw all the ingredients in a Ziploc bag and go home. And like you just make them together, and like we literally have not bought dinner stuff, and it's perfect. My husband is happy because there's always dinner, and I don't have to think about cooking at all. I just throw it in Crock-Pot. So
Nice.
And it saves us money. So like I think I really ways of what will work, you know. I'm just
Totally. No, totally. One of the tips that like I watched I can't remember if it was Ashley's video. I think it was maybe Ashley's or Jalen's, but was like she was saying is just eat the same things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everyone's different, like about variety or not, but I'm pretty good that I can have this time of day is always a Shakeology, or this is what I eat for breakfast with maybe a small modification, so that, like you're saying, you're not overthinking to do a million different things. It's just, these are the veggies I always like to eat and I know I'll eat. These are the fruits I always eat. These are the proteins I'll always eat. And then it's just easy.
I have 2 or 3 breakfast meals that I like. I have 2 or 3 lunches that I like. And I literally just repeat breakfast and lunches in a cycle. And then that way, the only thing that I ever really have to plan or think about is dinner. Because my kids are in school, my husband's at work, and typically breakfast and lunch is mostly just for me. So,
Right.
and that takes a ton of, stress off of me to just only have dinners. And as far as dinners go, like, I talk with my family. We write down all of the things that we like to eat. I'll ask my kids, I'm like, okay, what kind of food do you like for dinner? And I'll make a big giant master list. And then I'll go through and put stars by ones that I think I can do, and just do little tweaks to make them a little bit healthier. Like, if we're going to do spaghetti now, I'll do, either whole grain pasta if that's on my plan, or right now it's not on my plan. So I do zoodles. I do zucchini noodles and regular noodles for my family. But we're basically eating the same thing. I just tweak it a little bit. We do a lot of salads. We do a lot of stir fry. We do a lot of basic steak and potato type stuff, because that's my family, and that I can make.
Perfect.
Questions about anything food related, or?
Do you know, Amy, that there's a Chewy Mindset app?
Yes, I did find that. Oh, that was probably my July spill where I thought I'd do it. So it's on my phone somewhere. Yes.
Okay. I'm going to say, because that's what's the easiest for me to watch the videos, is just to go into the app.
Oh, yes. I downloaded the videos, so I should be able to watch them that way too. But yeah. Jake just walked in and woke up and was like, who are those people? What are you doing?
Hi, buddy.
He's like, how do you call like this? What are you doing? Okay, lay down. Lay down.
Back to sleep, little one.
Yeah, exactly. Get out.
I
All right.
put my kids to bed like 20 minutes ago. I was like, if you come out, there is no house tomorrow.
Yeah, I will kill you and have no regrets.
For anybody who's doing containers, there is also an app where you can track your containers. The one that I use, I know there's like a newer one that's just Beachbody Tracker or something. The one that I use is still the old school 21-day fix tracker. It pulls up your little container. You can put in how many you want per day, and then it lets me track throughout the day on the app, so that I don't have to be like halfway through the day and I'm like, oh crap, how many carbs have I had already? Like how many greens do I have left or whatever. Because as I eat it, I just hurry and pull up the app on my phone and put in what I ate and what containers it was. And then it's constantly keeping track of how many containers I have left throughout the day. And also that will make it easier for you guys, because one of the requirements they're making you do is you have to track your food. You have to do some sort of food journaling or food tracking or whatever. And if it's just like, here, look, I'll show you this. Look how freaking ghetto this is. Look, this is what I did on Monday.
There's nothing wrong with this old school.
Nope.
It's just a notebook. And I just wrote, breakfast was this, lunch was this, dinner was this. Like, done. So I would take a picture of that and I would post it on the daily challenge or on the daily check-in post, and that's my food log for the day.
Perfect.
Or you can screenshot your app at the end of the day that says, your containers or your Chewy Mindset that says what you've eaten. We just wanted some way to be able to track guys we're staying on the nutrition plan.
Sure.
Because let's be super real. You can do workouts for 21 days and get sweaty and push really hard and lift heavy weights and jump really high and whatever. But if you are not following the meal plan really seriously, you're still not going to see the full result we want you to have. So 80%, 20%. I was going to say, but we're not really in the gym. We're like in the living room.
Right.
Working out.
I do have a question then that brought up to you when I was just looking through the app really quick and answering some of the things that I could answer without watching the videos yet. But do we need, I know in past challenges we've had to take photos of the Shakeology. Do we need to take photos?
Nah.
Okay.
You have to log.
Okay.
If you want to take buddy selfie after your workout and log that out, and if you want to take a picture of your shake and log that, you can, but you don't need to. I mean, it would be awesome if you did, extra credit.
You
But-
do not see a picture of me sweaty, I promise.
Ugly sweat selfies. They're the
It will
best.
be hideous at like 5:15 in the morning. It will not be cute.
Katie, is that what time you're planning on working out, like every day? It's like 5-ish.
Yes, because I have 2 tiny twin terror toddlers and a 5-year-old, and I never get any peace and quiet
I
ever.
love That's what I'm doing right now too. I get up, my alarm goes off at like 5:12 because I'm OCD and weird.
Yeah, my
And
alarm.
Mine's 5:13. That's funny, Ashley. Mine's 5:13. It has to be on the odd number.
Mine,
So
mine goes
Mine
at
is a
5:15.
combination of even
don't-
and odd. Yeah.
Do anything with it at 5:15 right now. But that'll change in 48 hours. But for right now, it just goes off and I ignore it.
Okay. So you have to read the 5-second rule.
What?
The 5-second rule by Mel Robbins. Listen to it while you drive or while you clean or while you do the dishes, because she talks about what happens to your body and brain when you turn the alarm off and go back to sleep. When you push snooze, like it totally freaks your whole body out, and then it go into sleep inertia, basically is what it's called. And then it takes like up to 4 hours for your body to figure out.
Yes. You're my language. I live this. It does. By like 9:30, I finally feel like I'm awake again.
Dude, you said something about like you're a psychology major or something like that?
Yes, I was, but that was when I graduated in 2005, so that's like 13 years ago in my brain.
I love it because we like live for that stuff. One of our core values and core principles is we all do, as coaches, we all are committed to doing personal development every single day. Like at least, I don't know, I do at least a half hour, usually an hour.
Good.
That 5-second rule is still like my butt kicker. When I feel like I'm falling off track and bad habit stuff, I always come back to 5-second rule.
I totally agree, especially the audio tape. Like her voice does something for me too. I love it.
Sweet. I will look
Yeah.
into it.
It's a good one.
Yeah. Oh, where? So where do I get containers?
Did you get your package yet?
Nope.
Hey Jess, when they order 50 cup package with it?
No.
Nope. Okay. Anyone who doesn't have the colored containers, any of my people who don't have the colored containers and need them, I will mail them to you like ASAP tomorrow. And until then, until you get them, we will just let you know the conversion. Like,
Okay.
basically like a green or a purple container are about a cup.
Okay, that's fair.
So a cup of broccoli is 1 green. A cup of grapes is 1 purple, you know?
Okay.
I'll tell you the conversions so that you can just kind of measure it out until you get containers.
Okay.
I'm kind of pissy that they don't send the containers with every challenge.
Yeah, I
They
don't know.
used to send containers with like every challenge pack, and now they don't anymore. But I have a buttload of containers.
Okay.
So I sent like brand new ones. I'm not going to send you like my gross old ones that I've been using.
Thanks. I was about to hit up Amazon, so that works.
I will send them to you so that you have them so you can use them. They're super handy. I just throw my the time, or I don't even do they just rinse them out a little and like air dry the counter at night. So, okay. And you know what's fun is that after you've done containers for so long, you kind of learn pretty quickly how to eyeball stuff. Like I only really have to use my container to measure a few things when I'm unsure. Most of the time now, I'm pretty good at eyeballing pretty well. Okay. Super, super important before we leave food. Super, super important for everybody to know in advance what you're going to be eating, because you can't wait until 5 p.m. and then be like, what's for dinner tonight? I don't know. Because that's when you call Domino's or, go to McDonald's or whatever. You have to have some sort of a plan, and then you have to have that food in your house. So if you don't have some sort of a plan, tomorrow's our last prep day. Wednesday's our last prep day. So come up with some sort of a plan. If you need help, if you're like, I legit don't know what I'm doing, then talk to whoever your coach is, and we can work through it, because we've done this for a little while. Yes, we sort of know a little bit, like how
I'm better.
yeah, expert level. Okay. Does everybody understand the cash pot requirements? What you have to do to qualify for our cash pot?
Yep.
Log at least 5 outs, log 7 shakes, so you can't even miss one day. Do you guys know what I mean when I say log?
Yeah, on the app.
Yeah, on the app.
The app has that little plus sign.
The top. Yep.
And add workout, add Shakeology. You just type really quick what workout it was, what kind of Shakeology you drank, and you can add a picture if you want. Come on, Katie, sweaty selfie. Come on.
Sweaty selfies. You got it.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I totally am not into sweaty selfies, but I absolutely love Corinne's sweaty selfies every day. I'm like, what's she gonna do now? What's she gonna do now?
A sign. She's so good. I wish she were on here right now. I don't know where she is, but she'll watch it tomorrow. Okay, we talk more tomorrow about goal setting, but I want everybody watching this right now to be thinking about goals for the next 21 days. What do you want to accomplish? Like when Jess or I or Corinne or Jen is another coach who's in here. When we asked you if you wanted to do this challenge and you said yes, why did you say yes? What's your goal? And we want the majority of your goals to be controllable. Meaning, oh, I want to lose 10 pounds. That's an awesome, awesome goal. And I totally have goals like that. Or I want to fit pants or this dress. Like that's an awesome goal too. And I totally have those goals. But we want goals that are controllable. Like I am going to not miss a single workout. And I am going to push as hard as I can through every single workout. And I am going to stick to my meal plan 99% of the time. And I'm going to quit soda and quit sugar. And I'm going to, like things that you can do, like action-oriented goals. Does that make sense? Because that's where the lose 10 pounds and the fit back into that dress are going to come from. It's going to come from the things that you're doing. So think about that. We want both sides. We want all kinds of goals. Goals are good. We like goals. But so be thinking about your goals, because we're going to ask for those probably tomorrow in the group or day one. Like, what are your goals? So everybody be thinking about that. Cash pot requirements. Yeah, we talked about that. 5 workouts, 7 Shakeologies. You have to, every day there will be a post, a daily check-in post that will have like something to read or a little to watch. And then it will have like some questions that you have to respond to. Like number 1, blah, blah, blah. Number 2, blah, blah, blah. Number 3, post your tracker, like your food tracker picture. And then number 4 is probably like tag your coach, just so that we can all see your thing. And then, before pictures, before measurements, And then at the end of the 21 days, you do after pictures and after measurements. You have to record all of that. You have to send it to your coach, and then we'll show you how to send it to Beachbody Challenge. Super easy. You just get on the computer, fill out a little form, submit it, and they send you. Do they still send free T-shirts?
Yeah. They're like my favorite shirts too.
Really?
My favorite one is my T25 shirt. Like my favorite one. That one and my Shift Shop one.
I totally put holes in my 21-day fix one. Like the collar has like I don't know how that happened in the dryer or something, but if you don't, I think Katie was the one who asked this. If your Shakeology doesn't get there by Thursday, we're going to do some sort of a grace period.
Okay.
We're not going to kick you out of the group and be like,
Thank you.
Because
that would suck.
Yeah, no.
People like are still probably like in the process of signing up. Like some people haven't even purchased all the way yet. So
yeah, so we're good. So what we'll probably have you do is on Thursday we'll have you start everything else, the workouts, the meal plan, checking in, all of that. And then as soon as your Shakeology does get there, you'll just start on that day. And however many days you missed, like let's say you missed Thursday, Saturday or whatever, and then you started your shakes on Sunday, you're in charge of when Thanksgiving hits and the challenge ends, you'll just have to kind of on your honor make those days up with Shakeology.
Got it.
We're gonna be cool about that.
Okay.
A couple of people in here I know are not doing Shakeology. They're doing Performance Line, which is Energize and Recover. Energize is the pre-workout drink that we call Unicorn Crack. It's so good. And you drink it before you work out. And then Recover is the post-workout drink that you drink afterward that helps your muscles to recover. They're amazing. And the way that you'll log that instead of Shakeology is when you log your 5 more workouts, you'll just write a little site that said, I did 21-day fix, cardio fix, plus energy recover. Just so that we can see like, oh, that's why she's not logging Shakeologies is because she's doing Energize and Recover instead. If that makes sense. And we count that as the same. So you have to do, instead of the 7 Shakeologies, you have to do at least 5 Energize and Performance Line and Recover, if that makes sense. Okay, that's all I had on my list. What else? Jess? I feel like I talked 98% of the time and you talked 2% of the time. But like, what else is new in our lives, right?
No, I think the other thing too is just really focus on your mind too. So like, I mean, we're gonna be posting stuff too, but I mean, it's gonna be helpful for you the more positive mindset that you have, because what I've learned is the negativity, it comes in fast, and the second that it comes in, like if you don't have something figured out how to flip it back, it's gonna like take you down. So I always, if something negative happens, I like put my headphones in and listen to something to get myself back on track, because for me, the first thing I do is go to food. So like, I think the mind is just so important. So, I mean, like you can listen to stuff for free on YouTube. I mean, we've listened to a billion audible books that are good, but I think that's another thing too. It's not just the physical and the, emotional, it's the mental state.
And we don't expect perfection. We do not expect you to come in here and slay this out of the gate. It's a learning process. It's a lifestyle. It's something that we're building these healthy habits, not just for 21 days, but, fingers crossed you'll continue this for forever. And so you're going to have days where you don't make the best choices, where maybe you don't do your workout, or maybe which, we want everyone to qualify for the cash. That's an extra incentive, for people who, are ready for it. But we want you to know that if you do, quote unquote screw. Oh, I had a really bad day. Such and such happened, and I ate, half a box of Oreos. Like, if that happens, I probably speak for all of the coaches in saying we want you to come to us. We want you to come to the group. We want you to fess up and to share that and be like, here's what happened. Here's where I'm at. Because guess what's going to happen? All of us are going to rally around you, and we're going to pick you and we're going to put you back on your feet, and we're going to say, you know what? Brush it off. Brush it off. We've all been there. We've all done that. Tomorrow's a brand new day. On your mark, get set, go. You're awesome. Recommit. And then the next day, we're going to be checking on you. Okay? Because the bad thing is when half a box of Oreos one day turns into 17 boxes of Oreos over 3 days. You know what I'm saying? So don't run away. And I can say that because I, in the past,
You're a runner.
I run.
When Ashley disappears, that's when I'm like, where are you? What are you doing? If I haven't heard from her by like 10 or 11 o'clock that day, I'm like, okay.
I am the running. Let the guilt and the shame that comes or whatever get to me, and then I don't want anyone to know, and I feel like if I run away and hide, it will go away, and then no one will have to know, and then it just gets worse and worse, and it just spirals out of control. So that's why group is here, is to help you if that happens. Maybe you wanted to push play on your workout and you're not feeling, you feel like crap. You're sitting on the couch staring at the blank TV and you cannot force yourself to push play, and you're like, what is wrong with me? Just push play, right? Come in the group. Be like, guys, here's what's happening. And we will be like, okay, push play. And you'll be like, oh, okay, click. It's amazing. Like, it's amazing the group dynamic of how we all push each other to be better. And it's so, like, positive peer pressure is so powerful. So don't run away, come to the group. And that's why we have these daily check-ins, so that we can make sure that everyone is sticking around.
Yeah.
Like, doing the things that they're supposed to be doing. And, we're all on this.
Ashley has chewed me out for Twinkies before. It was great. It was fantastic.
The garbage.
It was fantastic. It was just what I needed.
I remember that was a great triumphant moment for you. She's like, I have help. Like, no, don't serve the Twinkies in the garbage can. It was phenomenal.
It was so good. It was so good.
Okay.
Well, that's what I love about TV mindset is like, like I have my weakness is buying a little small thing of Nutella because I just like to spoon it and eat it. And I like before TV mindset, I could eat the whole thing in like a day. Like no big deal. And I bought one the other day. I was having a weakness moment, and I bought it. I think it was Thursday. I taken a bite. It's still in my pantry. Like, what the heck? Like, I just don't even crave it because I'm allowed to have it. I'm like, oh, I don't know. I think that's what I love about TV mindset is I don't want stuff as much, because it's not restricted anymore. It's not bad.
Yeah. And I feel like that's why you have to look at the container system, and you have to look at To Be Mindset and see like which one is going to work for me right now.
Right.
Because they both are amazing nutrition programs, and they both will get you really good results. And I definitely am going to go back to Be Mindset when I'm there, when I'm ready for it. But right now I am happy to be back on container. I'm like loving it. So
right, because I can see how depending on your mindset, you could be like, well, I can have this whole jar of Nutella.
At least
yeah.
Sometimes.
And then I can also see on the flip side where like if you're down into your system, you're like, yeah, I only needed a bite. I'm cool, So I totally get it.
You walk away.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, any questions? Anything we haven't heard?
The other thing I was gonna say is don't feel like afraid because and like no one's judging you. Like Ashley and I've gone through literally everything. I mean, like we've both ugly cried during workouts. I just did it yesterday. And like we've both binged, you know what I mean? Like don't feel like anyone is judging you because that's what we're all here for. Like just like she said, lean in because the worst thing you can do is lean, you know, and fall away.
Okay.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Thanks so much, you guys. Nice to meet you, Katie.
You too, Amy. Thank you.
See you.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.